Top 5 NBA
Hey, what's
point
up, y'all? It's
guards.
AC here. I wanted to give you guys my top 5 players per position. I'm going to start with the point guard position. Number 5, I like Ja Morant. I know there's a lot of negative press around him right now. He's suspended for the first 25 games of the season, but the guy misses 20 to 25 games anyway, so it's not a big deal in my opinion. He's averaged 27 and 26 points the previous 2 years. He's the face of that franchise. He is still super, super talented. And only entering year 5, I think we're going to see a really motivated and redemptive Ja Morant when he comes back later this season. Number 4, I like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. For those who have followed me now for the last year or 2 years, you know I'm very, very bullish on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Last season for OKC, he averaged 31, 5, and 5, and that includes 1 steal, 1 block. The last player in NBA history to do that, Michael Jordan. That's all you have to know about Shea. He plays in OKC, so he doesn't get a lot of national media coverage, but that team is trending up, and I think he's going to continue to develop. The rest of his teammates are going to develop, and that's a team to watch for the next couple years. Number 3 point guard, I like Dame Lillard. Big trade this offseason. He left Portland after basically being the face of that franchise for over a decade. He is now a Milwaukee Buck. I think that team is built for championship or bust mentality. With that being said, to integrate someone like Dame Lillard into your team early, I think they're going to struggle. Milwaukee's going to struggle a little bit coming off of the blocks. With that said, though, I think they are, barring any injuries, I think that 1-2 punch of Giannis and Dame should be enough to win an NBA title. So let's see how they do this postseason. Number 2 is the iconic Steph Curry. He is the point guard of this generation. I think he still has one more legendary Steph Curry season in him before we start seeing a really big decline. But I like how he does. A lot of people don't regard him as a point guard, which I get, but the influence and the gravity that he has without the ball is just as more, even more than those point guards that have the ball. So to me, he is a point guard in every true sense of the word, the way that he impacts the game, and I think he's going to continue again to have one more iconic season before we start seeing a big decline. And my number 1 point guard in the NBA today is Luka Doncic. I know a lot of people are off the Luka bandwagon right now. The way that he handles the ref, the way that he complains during games, it's not fun to watch. I fully, fully agree with that. But the way that he can single-handedly carry a team to the Western Conference Finals, I mean, that's really, really important. His individual skill level, the way that he shares the ball, I think he is by far the best point guard in the NBA today. If his fitness stays good, if he continues to stay in shape, if his injuries are not an issue this season, I do look for him to have an MVP caliber season. I expect the Dallas Mavericks to do fairly well. I don't know if they're going to get to the second or the third round, but I do expect them to make the playoffs. And I think if Luka Doncic is a top 5 player in the NBA, a top 5 player is all you need to get to the playoffs. So it's put up or shut up time for Luka. Again, my top 5 are Morant, Shea, Dame, Curry, and Luka. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. Maybe I got the order wrong. Maybe I left someone out. Let me know. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk soon.